Next up we have Dylan. Dylan is a testament to how Boulder works. I met Dylan a week ago. Came to an event. He is new to Boulder from Australia. Where in Australia?
Originally from Nimbin, but living in Brisbane lately. Yeah.
Okay.
And also, like, Thailand for a million years.
All right, and we invited him to New Tech because he's got a new company and he's here in Boulder. So please give Dylan.
Welcome. In Australia we say g'day, so how's it going? My name is Dylan Hartman. I am a certified Thai into English translator. And I spent most of my life growing up in northern Thailand, in a city called Chiang Mai. And I was thinking, okay, I'm coming to pitch to a bunch of tech people here in Boulder. How do I make certified translations sound a bit sexy? So, who here has been through a coup d'etat before?
Well, arguably we all.
So, I was based in Chiang Mai in Thailand, and I was living the ideal digital nomad style of life. You know, I was working as a freelance translator, earning USD, living in a developing country. Everything was good until we saw the tanks come rolling in. And normally when you go through a coup in Thailand, it happens quite often. If you're a foreigner, just keep quiet, keep your head down, and things will blow over. Well, there aren't that many native English, Thai to English translators in the world. And I got a call from an American company. Hey Dylan, we need your help. We've got 1 million words that needs translating. We can't tell you anything about the project. We can't show you anything until you've left the country. And I thought, okay, I'll go back to Nimbin for that. So there I was, back in Australia, doing about 120, 140,000 words of translation a month. And it was all related to the Thai military junta shutting down the country's biggest gold mine. It ended up being $1 billion litigation that I was translating for. In the meantime, I had the opportunity to test and become certified as a translator. I thought that was a way of boosting my credentials. What I never expected was being certified meant my name, my phone number, and my email address were on a public directory. So every single Thai immigrant coming to Australia who had a problem with their visa was suddenly calling my phone. And so there I was trying to earn a livelihood as a freelancer, and my phone was going off the hook all day. I realized very fast that certified translations are slow, costly, and inefficient, actually to the extent that me picking up the phone was losing money. So ideally, what if we can make an app that the customer takes a photo of their document, they can pre-fill a form, and the translator just has to validate that information? It sounded simple. This was the ideal process that we had to follow. So upload, you use OCR to read it, AI to translate it, the customer reviews their information, and the translator clicks a button and done. It was simple until we started having to consider data sovereignty issues. So from Australia, we had to wait until AWS had the Claude Sonnet version in Sydney until this was released. So here is how it works. The customer chooses the language, they choose the certification type, so NATI for Australia. They choose the service type, either full translation or a template. Now from the template, they can do it themselves, have a translator do it, or use our AI-assisted version. Here we're going to see a translation of my Thai driver's license. And I think I skipped forward before you see my age. So here, uploading it, and then it will start processing. The processing takes a couple of seconds, and what the customer sees is a pre-filled information of all their own personal information. For those fields that the AI couldn't detect, it is shown as marked skipped here. So the customer will have to select it. Here they're being asked to find the form number. So that's on the second page at the top left, and they can type it in themselves. So this is the self-service part. If the customer doesn't know it, they can click skip and send it through to the translator. So there, I've entered the thing. Next one is asking for me to find the document number up the top. So select it, and it appears in a little window. You can see 0355182009. And so the customer can simply enter that information. Next one, we'll skip forward a little bit, but you get the point. Got a couple of seconds left. So once they have completed entering all of the information required on the form, they review the translations once again. They click next or finish here. They can add another document if required. Go to the checkout, review, enter a discount code if necessary, and continue to the checkout in Stripe to use for the payments. Now, what we had designed as a tool for freelance translators, we realized pretty quickly that freelance translators are about as entrepreneurial and risk-taking as certified accountants, i.e. they're highly qualified but are not going to go and spend their own money on ads. And what we had designed as a means for freelancers to compete with the agencies, lo and behold, we have agencies now as our biggest driver of growth because they experience the exact same problem that me as a freelancer I was experiencing, except they have to pay for staff costs. So from the landing page that we created, the customer will click a call to action button and will see a basic white labeled version of AcudocX when they click that button. When a translator receives a job, agency jobs will be shown on the job pool and they can claim it. We use a first come, first serve process for receiving the jobs, which keeps it competitive and fast. For the popular languages or high volume languages on AcudocX, we see jobs claimed in less than 30 seconds. And when the biggest complaint we have from translators is that I couldn't claim the job in time, we know we've got something good. For the translators, you can see here is a self-service process. One column is the source text, one column is the customer's translation, and the translator can edit any of those fields and can even charge a little bit extra if they feel that is warranted. Adding the charge box was to empower the translators, and if, for example, the customer chooses self-service but leaves it all empty, what is to protect the translator? So the translator can effectively add a few extra dollars if needed. What we've found is that most translators don't ever use it. Like it's less than 1% of the time that they would ever charge because it's so fast to use anyway. So once second last one. Once the translator clicks complete, AcudocX creates a statement of truth, and you see the finished translation with the translator stamped down the bottom. We are growing fast with a number of companies here in the United States. The first 2 out of the 3 translation companies that we've onboarded have offered to invest, and I have one ask. If anyone here in the room is familiar with AI, what we want to do is, our one bottleneck is the number of templates that we have on the platform. So if you have a way that we can use AI to automatically generate a template and to match the source documents, that would be a great assistance to us. So thank you.
Thank you, Dylan. All right, you can keep that. Questions for Dylan while Jody plugs in.
Hey, Joe.
Hi.
I'll ask you these ones. So there's a whole workflow with immigration documents and things like that, and the immigration process. And we thought about integrating into that. So
Yes.
there's a lot of government websites.
Thank you for asking. Our biggest integration in Australia is with the Australian Computer Society. They are the official body tasked with verifying skilled migrant visa applications. They have now on their app, click a button for a 10% discount on a translation, and we're seeing a massive workload from that. So yes, we are looking for immigration platforms where we can offer that service, give a discount to the end user, but also allow that company to earn a commission off each job.
Where do you see translation itself, leaving aside certified translation, going in the next 5 years?
Translators, professional translators have been using AI for the last 20 years. And we've used, from the beginning days of Google Translate, as a means to really boost our productivity. So I was mentioning when I was translating 150,000 words a month, 5 years before it would have been 20 or 30,000, just by using technology, using computer-aided translation tools. And our role is evolving from a translate everything to a proofreading kind of role. But you need that expertise to be able to tell whether or not the AI generated is good enough. And compare it to some of the AI generated, let's say, software
Yeah.
development stuff.
Yep.
Sorry.
How secure is the data? I'm putting my driver's license or passport on there. And
Yes.
you guys are using an AI model.
It's more secure than sending by email, I can put it that way. So we use AWS. All of the data is encrypted in transit and at rest. We use two-factor authentication for anyone to get access to that personal data, and we purge all of the data after 30 days. So we don't hold on to information any longer than necessary.
It doesn't go into the training model.
No, not at all.
The online notary business really took off during COVID, and it seems like you could just copy tick for tack the
Yes.
playbook to try to get distribution.
Cool.
But it's super interesting.
We were looking into notarize.com today, actually, and they have integration. So thanks. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Thank you, Dylan. Welcome to Boulder.
Thank you.